country, occupied our country with the history of more than 3,000, more than 7,000 years, with the deep culture. These people, which are uneducated, uncivilized, and from a stone age, they all of a sudden they came in and took over everything overnight. How they got there, this is the biggest question. Every foreigner who, I mean, I say foreigner because I'm an Iranian American, uh, every non-Iranian should ask himself or herself how the hell these people they came to the power. Who helped them? Who still is helping these Satan, these people who are killing, executing every single day at this moment? I'm talking on this space.
Good luck,
Many
have
Iranian
fun,
are
and
here.
give
Many
me a
from
thumbs
the
up.
regime are here. Many American and everyone is here. They are on the line of being executed. In execution. Why? Just for simple human rights, not for anything, any big crime, for simple human right. You can get killed just if you show a little bit of your hair, which we never had that kind of thing before these people they came to the power. The question is, Ricardo mentioned many good points here. So you have to understand what is the situation of Iran, who is guiding the regime, who is the regime, what kind of people are the regime. Just less than 20%, they took everything from us, our assets, our oil, our even our lives every single day. I was detained by them. I tortured. I went to the prison. I was a student. I protested. And I was in a war, 8 years of war between Iraq and Iran. For no reason they started and they continue that war. For no reason for me as as a regular person, as ordinary person, but the reason for them to get richer and richer, which they are right now. Khamenei, the leader, is the richest person on earth. How? We know who he was, where he was. He was in the prison before before the revolt. So, and we don't want more war. No, as an Iranian who has experience of war, my high school bombarded to the ground for 2 times. I was schooling at on the 10th. I have disabled the person in my family because of the war. My many of my cousins got killed. They were on my age. Okay, we never want war again to kill our people again. But we never, more than that, we don't want this regime at all. We don't want this regime. If you want to help us, if you want to help yourself to not these people not sending the terrorists, which they are sending every night to your country, go talk to your representative, go talk to your senator, your women and men congresswomen and congressmen. Talk to them. Who helped them? We know many politicians to this day are supporting these mullahs. It's too complicated. They
It's
send
under
people
attack.
here with the money, all their children, every single authority in Iran, their children are living in the United States, in Canada, in Europe. I'm not talking only to American or
Hey,
Canadian.
they're attacking our
European
base.
countries are helping them actually more. Most of the companies, they're dealing with them. They're trading goods with them. Why? If you don't want terrorists, if you say they are terrorists, they are the axis of evil, which they are actually. President Bush said, not Iran. President Bush said Iran. I correct him. It's the regime is the axis of evil, and the axis of devil, which need to be we have to get down to the ground. Okay, so
Right, right.
okay, and when it's come to the Gaza, the Palestine, at the Palestine. These people, this terrorist group, which is they are Hezbollah. They are the mother of Hezbollah. Okay, the Hezbollah before 1979, for more than few years, they helped these mullahs to came to the power, and they're giving back, helping back them back. How they help them? They give my money, Dakota's money, Dakota's parents. They took every single right
Right.
I had, every single right as a woman, not
Two
only women.
minutes later.
Okay, not only women, even the rights of my brothers, my men in the country. Okay, the regime,
Crazy.
we are fighting.
Crazy.
Okay, you don't need to make a war to take the regime down. We are fighting the regime. This regime is fighting with these people for, with Iranian people for more than 30 years. We have alternative.
100%.
We have alternative as a leader here.
Right. Right.
Exalt. We
Right.
have crown
Right.
prince, exalt crown prince here. If you want to help us,
Right.
okay, help our crown prince to take the power. Why people are dealing with them? They lying. Your politicians are lying to you guys. They are with them. Not, I'm not talking about every single of them. Many of them, they have the
Some
power.
of them.
Many
Right.
of them, they have the
Yeah. Some of
power.
them.
The organization,
Yeah, you know what, Nelson?
organization of
She's making a lot of
George
sense.
Soros.
She's making a lot of sense. She's making a
One
lot
second.
of
One second.
sense.
One second.
George
Let land real
Soros
quick.
organization, many organization, they help them. They brought, they made the organization by NIAC, which they said this is the representative for the people of Iran. No, that is the
Facts.
representative for the regime.
Bahar, you're going a
Facts.
little
Facts.
bit too much into the weeds. Sorry. So everything she's
Yeah.
saying makes sense.
Yeah.
Nyack,
No,
we
no,
could have a
no,
whole
no, 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 no,
conversation
no, 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 no.
about
No,
Iran.
what you call it?
But like, wait, I
Goldie,
just want to
Goldie,
say
Goldie,
something,
Goldie,
Jonathan.
Goldie, Goldie. Let her land.
Okay, I'll let her land. But
Okay,
like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just want
yeah,
to
yeah. Let
say
her land. Let me say.
Iranians were very
I
passionate
understand
about
that. I
fighting
understand that, Goldie, but let her
terrorism.
land.
okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead, ma'am.
We don't want terrorists. We are Iranian are not terrorists. The regime is the
10 seconds,
the
Bob. 10 seconds.
the affiliated, everyone affiliated to the regime is okay. And my point, that's the regime, not Iran, first of all. And we don't war
Right.
because
Right.
no matter what,
Right.
it's gonna kill the civilian, the war. But if you can kill, if you can
100%. There
kill,
we go. There we go. There
okay,
we go. No, no, land it. Land it.
Patrick,
Land it.
if you
Land it.
can,
Land it. Hell no. Appreciate you, Bob.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, listen, man. I mean, listen. I failed history class for a reason, man.
You
When
played the bomb
when
noise.
when the professors keep it short, you know what I'm saying? 100% the information is dissolved. It
okay, no,
enters my
I'm
system
telling
and it.
Patrick, if you want to kill,
Hell no, Baha. We'll come back to you, man. Come on, you're gonna have enough time to
there's
speak. You know.
one more thing. If you want to kill
Nah, by heart, that plane has landed in the Atlantic Ocean. Unfortunately, it did not reach its destination. I love you. All right, but we can talk about it in a little bit. Okay, let's get back to the topic of the conversation, man. Listen, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Matter of fact, somebody posted this. I want you guys to take a look at this. I pinned it up top. Somebody put it in the chat, and I thought it was the funniest shit I've ever fucking seen in my life. Look at that image at the very top of the space, right? So basically, Soleimani saying to Trump, "Are you going to send a pallet of cash like Obama did?" And Trump's like, "Yeah, wait at the airport." Lit his ass up. Yeah, it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. It's at the very top of the space right now. Go check it out. Soleimani, man, rest in peace, my brother, man, rest in peace. All right, let me go to Patrick, my brother. Please go ahead and respond to Craig, man. Let's do it.
Thanks, Nelson. Greg, this is not about narrative. I keep hearing you use that word. It's not about narrative. It's about 69 wounded U.S. service personnel. Okay, and the notion that we should probably do something to keep it from becoming 70 or 71 or 72. I don't care what the narrative is. If you're a U.S. president and you can't sell military retaliation after our own people are getting bombed, you don't deserve to be in your job. That is the easiest damn thing to sell on planet Earth. Our people are getting bombed and rocketed and droned, and they're they're getting shot up, and we're having to medevac them to Europe. We need to respond to these people, and you can say, "Oh yeah, we're killing IRGC members." We're not killing enough of them because the attacks keep coming. That's how you know deterrence has failed. when they keep hitting you, we have not made these people afraid of us. And until we do that, this is going to keep going and it's going to keep escalating. As long as Tehran thinks that it can weather whatever we do in response, they're going to keep doing what they're doing. They have no reason not to. This is a gift to them until we convince them that any attack on American personnel will result in damage they are not prepared to accept. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. And again, once they achieve nuclear breakout, this is that window I keep harping on, our ability to return fire diminishes radically. And if you think their behavior is going to reform when that happens, I don't know what to tell you. That's just nuts. As soon as they get that umbrella, they are going to be more brazen than ever. This is the time to deal with them. And yes, it's going to be painful. It's going to be ugly. There are going to be casualties. Some of them are going to be ours. But if we don't do it now, we're never going to get the chance. And we finally have a casus belli in order to do it. They are attacking our people.
Nelson, can
Nah,
I?
for sure,
Oh,
for
one
sure,
second.
for sure.
Let me respond to Pastor.
One second.
I,
One second. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Nelson, can I?
Let me go
respond?
to no. I gotta go to the hands. Let me go to
I
daily
had my hand up.
disturbance. Nah, I got let me mod.
Nelson.
Daily jump.
Nelson.
I meet you goddamn Mike. Let's go. Daily Daily jump in. Let's go. I'll meet you Mike Daily.
Hi, Nelson. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah, for sure. Daily, listen.
Yes.
I got a question for you real quick before you start. Okay?
Yes.
Are you pro Hamas?
No, I'm not pro Hamas.
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you if you were pro terrorist, but before I said terrorist, I said let me change it. Jump in. Let's talk about it.
All right. So I want to talk about these protesters. Look, it's not only about Christmas. Okay, it's not only about Christmas. They're ruining every day. And they're vandalizing our monuments. They're attacking our citizens, Christians and Jews. Anybody that is, not supporting their cause, they're like shoving it down our throats. Like if you're not supporting them, they have to, shout at you like you're some sort of, well, that maybe that's what they're used to. That's what they're used to be treated like. So they feel they need to treat people the same way with utter lack of disrespect. It's just disgusting. They're ungrateful, disrespectful, Jew-hating, terror-supporting traitors of the American Constitution. And every single one of them, if they're here on a visa, they need to get the fuck out. We need to get rid of them. And this whole bullshit about them praying in our streets, what the hell is that? Well, let me tell you what that is. Did you know that that's actually a symbolic gesture? When they pray in public like that with their asses up in their face, you know what it is? That's a symbol of conquest. That means that they are basically telling us that they've conquered us. And if you know anything about a little bit about the Quran, and I don't know a whole lot, and I'm not an expert on the Quran, but from what I do know is that once they've conquered a property or a land, that's it. It's theirs. And the next thing that they're going to do is they're going to fight you for it. And that means that they're going to kill you because they believe in killing. These Islamists, they're so radical in their thinking. And I don't know if it's because the Quran is so full of holes and it's been perverted throughout history. I don't know what it is, but you have the Sunnis and the Shiites, and then you have this faction and that faction. Nobody can seem to agree with one another. If you put them all in a room all together, they start fighting within each other. So we need to do something about this because they're the ones that need to be. and they're so thrilled that their child has died. This is a sickness. It's a real sickness. It's a disease.
Upgrade complete.
And what about the Sudanese children? What about the Nigerians that just got slaughtered? What about the Yazidis and the Kurds? What about those people? What about the young women in Iran? What about that? The only reason that they're out there protesting is because they're a bunch of Jew-hating, terror-supporting traitors of the American Constitution.
God damn. Fuck. All right.
Nelson, can I say something?
Nah, I need somebody on the other side to respond to that, man. That's hot. Sade.
Well, she's right about
you want to go ahead and respond to that?
Yes, Nelson, thank you so much. First of all, I don't know where to begin because she said so many crazy stuff. So I'll just go straight to my point. I'll ignore what she just said. First of all, the protesters are not refugees or are not people that came on visa. They're American taxpayers. They have as much say as they want in how their country is governing the affairs. I sent you a link to the Times of Israel article that came out today. The headline is over 244 U.S. cargo planes and 20 ships have delivered weapons and ammunition to Israel since October 7. I will repeat the number. Over 244 U.S. cargo planes and 20 ships have delivered weapons to Israel. And these weapons are being used to kill children.
No, they're being used to kill terrorists.
Please do not interrupt me.
Terrorists, and we're gonna fuck up.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the U.S. supplies Israel with weapons to bomb Gaza, but the people here on stage who are most of them are American citizens. They have no problem. The people on stage here have no problem with the U.S. supplying weapons to Israel, but they have a problem when Iran is supplying weapons to the Houthis or blah blah blah. So there's your double standard. The other point, yes, I'm not comfortable with blocking the highway on Christmas Day or on Christmas Eve, because I understand it may cause a backlash, or it may. I agree with Tara. She came on stage earlier and mentioned it, but these are desperate people. They've tried everything. We're past day 75. They're seeing their families being wiped out. When Israel kills, when they drop a bomb, because it's such a highly densely populated area, it's entire families that are being wiped out. So you have desperate diaspora Palestinians living in the U.S., not just Palestinians, but their supporters who are American citizens, taxpayers from all over the world, not just Arabs, not just Muslims, who understand that we can no longer continue watching children being killed. Over 10,000 children have been killed. And they've tried everything. And what do we see?
They haven't tried anything.
What do we see? We see the U.S. Government vetoing UN resolutions or abstaining from U.S. resolutions. Nothing is being done. So they've protested for 75 days. They're going to the mall. They're doing everything. And this is just a sign of desperation because they want to save their families, their family members. And I empathize with them. I understand it would piss many people. I'm sure people would lose money, but I actually empathize with the Palestinians. So I'm not going to judge them for being desperate and doing anything they can to make people stop and ask, why are they doing this? How dare they? The conversation would happen and people will continue to talk about Gaza. So I let them do it. If you don't want them to do it, you should be outraged that the U.S. has sent over 200 cargo planes and 20 ships to deliver weapons to Israel. My second point, when it comes to Jesus being a Palestinian, Nelson, just to refer back to Nigeria, I can also go to Ethiopia. Well, today, the people we call Nigeria or people we call Ethiopians, they're a mix of different ethnic groups. So 2,000 years ago, when Jesus was born, our home countries were not called Nigeria or were not called Ethiopia necessarily, and the current ethnic mix was not necessarily the same. Modern day Palestinians are a mix of different people that came from all over the world. You have the native inhabitants, the Canaanites, you have Phoenicians, you have North Africans, you have people from the Arabian Peninsula, you have Turkic people, you name it, peoples that uh, the history is vast on that land. So all the different empires that came and occupied Palestine, that population has mixed into Palestinian DNA. In fact, it's proven that Palestinian Christians are the direct descendants of the same peoples that Jesus taught.
Oh, good. So they were Jewish.
Of course they were Jewish.
Okay.
Of course, Palestinians before they were Muslims, they were Christians. Before they were Christians, they were Jewish. And this is something they tell you. It's estimated that over 60% of the Palestinian population once practiced Judaism, meaning they are ancient Israelites. Not everyone dispersed all over the world. Mary, Jesus' mom, did not come from Poland, did not come from Iraq, she did not come from Morocco. She was living there on the land. She did not come from anywhere else. I'm talking about the Virgin Mary, Jesus' mom. She did not come again from Poland, from Morocco, from Iraq. She was living on that land. Her family, her lineage remained on the land. They never dispersed. So to assume that the Palestinians are not connected to ancient Israelites is not knowing enough history. So when we say Jesus was a Palestinian, yes, he was a Palestinian Israelite Jew.
Hey, today, let me just say this right here, because you said some dumb shit. First of all, I love the hell out of you. You know, I love you to death. But because you're equating, the United States, the biggest arms dealer in the world, selling arms to a nation, okay, with Iran, providing weapons to fucking terrorists. There's a big difference, okay? There's a huge difference.
Friendo's base is under attack.
I mean, they started this shit, all right? And you're talking about they want to bring attention to the plight. Prison, okay, with that fucking regime. So you guys are going around saying that, because you guys, whatever you guys did, you guys had a chance to put your own government in place. You got everything you asked for, you got, and everything you got, you fucked up. Okay, that needs the mantra be the mantra going forward with fucking Gaza. Everything you asked for, you got, and everything you got, you fucked up. And that's what you're dealing with right now. The repercussions of you guys fucking up, picking the wrong people, putting terrorists in place, thinking they're gonna fucking represent you, okay? Not being satisfied with what you fucking had, okay, and losing and wind up losing more and possibly all of it, okay? That's the fuck's going on here, all right? So and the people that's orchestrating it is living in Qatar right now in the laps of luxury, getting billions of dollars of aid that's meant for the Palestinian cause, that's never fucking reaching the Palestinian cause. Fuck the Palestinians right now, okay? And when we get the right people in place, and when they get the right people in place, then let's talk about what we can do for Palestine. Right now, Palestine is fucking Hamas. That's how it is. I yield.
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I just want to make a disclaimer. The thoughts of Jonathan Bing do not represent the thoughts of this show or Nelson Apega. I just want to put that out there real quick.
Was it that provocative?
Oh, what? Do everything that comes out of your mouth is provocative. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to make that distinction. real quick. You understand that the co-host is just decoration. It's like
where veterans or ex soldiers, combatants were giving their expertise due to lack of funds or availability of
cap.
weaponry. Hold on,
The United
I have it on.
States
They have the room
cap.
recorded. I'll send you the link, Nelson.
Fuck the room and whoever hosted the goddamn room.
Oh, I'll send you the
room
link,
recorded?
Nelson. These are
I don't give a fuck
people
about
like
the room.
Patrick. Hold on, and
Cap.
they were saying that how humiliating this their current circumstance is because they can't really respond
Man,
if
stop.
their allies are
Today, like I'm actually telling you this is like a friend, like type shit.
Nelson,
Stop.
this is like official.
Listen, just listen to me real quick. Listen to
Oh
me.
my God.
Listen, you're on social media, right? You got a lot of people faking the funk.
I'm gonna retweet the space for you.
Listen to me. You got a lot of people on social media faking the funk, acting bigger than who they really are in person. Okay, these motherfuckers don't know
These are
shit.
maritime experts, Nelson.
Bruh,
Like I'm not a dumb.
listen.
No. You're assuming
Today, check this out. Maritime expert. These nuts. Okay, maritime expert. That right.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
Listen,
gonna use your sound effect.
like no fucking military expert. Come on, man. United
Come
States
on, Nelson. Let me land.
doesn't
You
have
allow the
money to
Iranians
replenish
talk
weapons.
without interruption. Just
But
let me
I'm
land
just saying, like, just understand this
Okay,
social
yes, you
media
can.
playground.
I don't care. I
can
don't
I say
care.
this?
I've done my research. I checked their bios.
Why
I
shouldn't the
understood
Iranians
that these
talk?
are
Let it finish. Let it finish. Let it finish.
Today. One second.
these are experts in their
Today. Let me
field.
just say this real quick because look, the United States, we have something where the president can take over industries to produce fucking weapons.